You've probably noticed it, right? In just the last couple of years, it feels like something big has shifted in the world of artificial intelligence. It's like we've taken this massive leap forward. But what's really going on here? Well, that's what we're going to break down. The real difference between the AI we've been using for years and this powerful new wave called generative AI.
So let's just jump right in with a question. Think about this. The AI that recommends your next movie on Netflix, is that the same kind of AI that can write a brand new email for you completely from scratch? The answer to that question really gets to the heart of this huge shift in what our technology can do.
To really get that answer, we first have to understand the kind of AI that's been quietly working in the background of our digital lives for a long time. This is the world of AI that predicts.
Now, this is what we call machine learning. At its core, it's really about systems that learn from past data, past experiences, past behaviors, so they can make a really educated guess, a prediction about what's going to happen next. The word to hang on to here is predict. And what's kind of wild is just how common this is. You see it everywhere. So let's look at a perfect example that pretty much all of us have used, the recommendation engine on Netflix. So how does this actually work? Well, it's a pretty simple process, right? First, you watch stuff. And as you're watching, Netflix is taking notes, the genre, the actors, even whether you've finished the movie or not. Then, based on all of that past behavior, the system makes a prediction about what you might want to watch next from its huge existing library. It's learning from your actions to guess your tastes. Okay, but some predictive AI can go a step further than that. It can learn not just behaviors, but the really deep and complex patterns hidden inside the data itself. And this is where things start to get even more interesting. This more advanced version is called deep learning. And here, the system is learning the fundamental underlying patterns in data. So, for example, it's not just recognizing a picture of a face, it's actually understanding the geometry of a face. And a perfect example of this is probably something you use a bunch of times every single day: Face Unlock on your smartphone. So when you first set that up, your phone isn't just memorizing a photo of you, it's learning the deep patterns of your face, the shape of your eyes, the structure of your nose, and all that. And that's the whole secret. That's why it can still recognize you if you put on glasses or wear a hat or you're standing in weird lighting. It learned the fundamental pattern of you, not just a single picture. All right, so we have AI that predicts and AI that recognizes, and both of those are incredibly powerful. But what we're seeing now is a fundamental leap to a completely different capability. It's the leap into pure creation, and this is where we finally bring in generative AI. This, right here, is the core difference. Traditional AI learns from data to predict and recognize things that are already there. Generative AI, on the other hand, learns from all that same data to create something totally new and original. So, to put a simple definition on it, generative AI is a technology that makes entirely new content. That could be text, images, music, even computer code, all based on a request that a person gives it. And this is the idea that just changes everything. The key is that the answer isn't pre-decided. It's not pulling from a list. A Netflix recommendation picks a movie for you that already exists. But when you ask a generative model a question, it composes a brand new answer just for you every single time. And this new creative power isn't just limited to writing text. It's actually more helpful to think about generative AI as a whole new creative toolbox, with all these different specialized tools inside for different kinds of creation.
For instance, you've got an LLM, or a large language model, and it's trained on tons of text to create new text. Then there's a LIM, a large image model, which does the same thing, but for creating images. And now, we're even seeing the rise of LVMs, large vision models for making video, and LAMs, or large audio models for generating sound. Each one is a specialist in its own creative field.
So, why is this shift from predicting to creating such a big deal? Well, it really represents a fundamental change in our relationship with technology itself.
For decades, our best technology has been like the world's most amazing librarian. It helps us search and analyze this vast library of everything humanity already knows. It helps us find answers. But now, we have tools that can help us write entirely new pages for that library. We've moved from just finding what is to creating what could be.
And that leaves us with one final and pretty important thought. Now that we have tools that can truly create, not just find or predict, what will we ask them to build next?